and happy International Women's Day. My name is Charity Whyte, and I'm a community organizer. I got the privilege to work with the Clinton campaign in Virginia as a campus organizer for the George Mason University students, and absolutely loved it. Students are really committed to working to make our communities better, and so I'm happy to be here and talk today about international connections that millennials create, whether that's through social justice movements or through our commitment to being aware and connecting with people through social media or any other outlets. We talked about millennials and the challenges of our generation, and got to talk about how millennials connect with other generations. So baby boomer generations, or the Generation X, and your Generation X. And we got to talk about, challenges that really impact the millennial generation and how to move forward with those challenges.
So let me ask you, what is the challenge with your I'll say your closest generation, Generation X? What is the challenges when doing business with them, or just trying to communicate and be effective?
Yeah, so the challenge is that, Generation X, which most of our parents are from, told us that we were really special and that we had everything at our fingertips and we just had to believe in our vision and our dream. The hard part about just believing in a vision and a dream is executing that vision and dream with tangible plans. And so what millennials need more than anything is mentorship and real leadership to tell us how to move about creating change and to do that in a tangible way. So what steps should we start with? For example, when you're starting a new job, what should an onboarding process look like? How do you stay in a company for more than 2 weeks? How do you live in a world that requires endurance and commitment? We live in a Tinder, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat society, and we have 140 characters to do that. And so millennials and Generation X people need to understand the difference between a generation that grew up with longevity and with, working at a company for 10 years being the norm, versus millennials who have 20 to 25 different jobs in their lifetime. So it's crucial for us to connect and understand our differences, but really, be committed to engaging on a personal level. We are risk averse, which is great, and the reason behind that is that we're not tied to traditions. A lot of people in generations before us are really tied to tradition and don't like change, whereas we grew up with change all around us. When you think about politics, we grew up in an age with Obama that said yes we can, and that change is real and it will be a part of our everyday. And we also millennials grew up with Twitter, and how every second there's a new piece of information that you have to understand and be able to relate to the world that you actually live in. And we also grew up with filters, so we know how to captivate an audience, but also put out messages. And so that's why we currently live in this digital age where marketing is crucial, and communication on a global scale can change in an instant. And with a lot of change at your fingertips, you have to be willing to step in and just do it, as Nike would say. So a lot of millennials, so many of my friends or people that I've worked with or students that I got the opportunity to encourage to vote, they aren't afraid of new ideas or jumping onto a new issue, or understanding the connection between fighting for women's rights from the suffragette movements to including black women into that, to now including trans and queer identities into that. And we're not stuck to these traditions of what life and work should look like. And I think that that's a plus for our future.